Let's be honest, most people don't suddenly change. What changes is your position in their emotional economy. One day you're the comfort, the next day, you're background noise. And that shift, it feels like betrayal, but it's usually just reality revealing itself. When someone first meets you, you serve a function. You regulate their boredom, their loneliness, their ego, their emotional gaps. You are part of their stability system. But here's what nobody tells you. People don't stay consistent with what they only needed temporarily. Once their emotional state stabilizes, or someone else becomes more stimulating, you stop being required in the same way. Not because you got worse, but because your utility changed. This is where most people misread reality. They say, they changed. They switched up. They're not the same person. No, they are the same person. But you were interacting with a version of them that was activated by need. And once that need dropped, so did the intensity. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Connection is often conditional in the beginning. Not because people are evil, but because early stage attention is driven by emotionally strategic behavior, not long-term consistency. And this is where people trap themselves. They start over-investing, trying to bring back the old version of the person. More messages, more availability, more emotional labor. But what they're actually doing is this. They're trying to regain a role they no longer occupy. And the harder you try, the more you confirm to the other person, you don't need to invest anymore. I will carry this. That's how imbalance locks in. Not through rejection, through over-functioning. At some point, the dynamic flips. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. You stop being a priority in their internal system, and they start responding based on convenience, not connection. This is why mixed signals feel addictive, because they give just enough reinforcement to keep you attached, but not enough to create stability. That inconsistency is not confusion, it's structure. So what's the real takeaway? It's not that people suddenly changed, it's that you stopped being emotionally functional for their current state. And here's the strategic response. Stop trying to restore access. Start evaluating reciprocity. Because if your presence is only valuable when it serves their convenience, you were never in a relationship dynamic. You were in an emotional utility exchange. And the moment you understand that, you stop chasing closure from people who already left the system you were in. Consistency reveals intention, not intensity.